Hello, hello, my darling souls. Hello, Elitier. Hello, Callan. Hello, CTR. Welcome in. How are you all doing today? Hope everyone's doing well. I am so sleepy today, but I have a brain cell. Mostly. So we'll see how well game does today. We must continue the adventures of the magnificent hobocop. Right, I don't remember what I was doing. I investigated the body. Locked trash container. Made a pry bar. Oh, isn't there a pry bar? I thought I took the pry bar. Did I not take the pry bar? It might be in the car then. I thought I remember taking it. Enjoy your lurk, CTR. The return of my natural conversations. I see. Well, welcome back, Locke. And hello, Sip E4. Welcome in. How are you doing today? Apparently there was a pissing match between Precinct 41 and Precinct 57. Ask Kim about this after the initial inspection of the dead body. Did I not finish the initial inspection? Excuse me? Doing good. Lovely to hear. See, you have no idea where you are. That's accurate, yes. Lena encouraged you to ask others to explain the world to you in greater detail. Perhaps try a rich person. Rich people are educated. If only. Someone must know something about your lost firearm. Maybe a district authority, like someone high up in the union, or someone local. Saw you with it before you passed out. Yeah, fair. Okay. So, I think I vaguely remember there being a pry bar in Kim's car. So let's go see if I can find that real quick. By the way, do you remember E4? Absolutely. Hey, Brian, thank you very much for liking the live. I appreciate you. Ah, I see you changed your name. I kind of figured, given you still had the E4 in your name.
You see a set of steering wheels, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel.
Let's pull out the toolbox. Okay, never mind. I thought I saw... Is it in here, maybe? It is. There we go. Now I've got a pry bar. Okay. My friend told me to change it to this. I see. And why is that? Alright, let's see if we can get into the trash bin back here. Because you know what? If we're going to be a hobocop, we're going to embrace it and we're going to go dumpster diving. LD of Revachol.
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, whirling in rags.
Legendary 14. Oh. Fuck it. It says we can retry it. I'm gonna keep trying.
You've jammed the pry bar under the lid, but it just isn't bending.
Oh no. Your phone crashed? Whoops. Hang from the pry bar with all of our weight.
Sound as the pry bar slips under the lid. You hang from it like a moron, huffing and puffing. Clearly, is wrong, but nothing else comes to mind.
I mean, it's fine. I've done shit like that. I have absolutely, like, jammed, like, a stick or a pry bar in things and then just used my entire body weight to try and force it open. It does work. Was that Morgan Freeman voice? It is the narrator. I love the narrator. It's so good. Kick the container. Oops. Amari, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to my lair. I hope you enjoy your time here. Well, oh.
You feel something in your chest, an unnatural pressure.
Are we having a heart attack because I kicked the dumpster?
Your jaw.
No.
Very, very bad. This is the end. Bad.
Kicking works every time. Apparently not. Apparently I'm dying.
All you feel is pain and weakness.
Patrick Perkins, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to my lair. I hope you enjoy your time here.
So dark. You don't even see her face. Like you always thought you would. You only see pain and fear.
That's not supposed to happen.
Suffers final heart attack. A detective lieutenant of the RCM passed away yesterday. His death, though abrupt, did not come as a surprise to those who knew him. He was the heaviest drinker I've ever met. Captain Ptolemy Price, the deceased superior.
Oh my god. This guy is so fragile.
Detective Chester McLean, friend and colleague. But
How are you? I'm doing great. I just watched my character have a heart attack because I kicked a dumpster.
the officer was on the brink of solving a murder case.
Okay, well, we know not to do that again. Hey, thank you very much for the follow and for liking the live. I appreciate you. Just chilling with my kangaroos. Ayo. When you say your lair, do you mean your basement? Have we been kidnapped? I mean,
This trash container is
that's up to y'all. My Twitch followers are convinced that they're in my basement. I'm not keeping them there. They just refuse to leave. So, you know, if you want to join them in the basement, you're more than welcome to, I guess. Finally, some original model design. Thank you. I try my best. Can you adopt chat? I mean, like I said, but my Twitch chat is just like hiding in my basement effectively. At least that's what they tell me.
no matter how strong.
I still tried.
Something you should be attempting to do with your bare hands.
Oh wait, I didn't equip the pry bar again. I should do that. That would help significantly. Can we get McDoodles? I ain't got McDoodles money. I'm poor.
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid as a padlock this fourth time happening. You've jammed the
I tried that.
lid, but it
All right.
Let's ask the manager for the key. This is clearly not working.
Yeah. Let's go talk to the manager, cause that didn't do anything. Beef, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to my lair. I hope you enjoy your time here. Yeah, no, sorry. I don't even have McDoodles money for myself. All right, well, let's hope this guy is still willing to work with us after we made an ass of ourselves running backwards and flipping him a double bird last time.
Can I help you?
Guess McDoodles is out of my reach. You and me both, buddy. Let's see. Is trash container out back yours?
No, it belongs to the Whirling in Rags.
Yes, but you're the manager here, so yes, it's
Thank you for
yours.
clearing that up. Why do you keep the container locked?
Why? To keep the hobos and drunks out.
Oi!
That's why. And the neighbors too. They put their trash there and they don't pay for the garbage company.
Should let me, hobocop, into your garbage. So I have a bunch of chickens I can cook if need be. Nice. Fresh chicken.
I thought as much.
You got 20 bucks and a rubber ducky?
Only party
Valid.
with access to the trash container?
Well, yes. Us and the garbage disposal company.
It seems a little callous, doesn't it? Something stirs in you.
Wonder what this feeling is.
And find out.
Doesn't it seem callous to you? I don't think he's gonna appreciate if I go, I'm a hobo. I feel like that's obvious from the way. But doesn't it seem callous to you, guarding even your leftovers from the poor?
What are you, Kras Mazov? Almost all establishments in Revachol keep...
Hey, thank you very much for the follow, Blake Fisher. Welcome to my lair. I hope you enjoy your time here.
Krasmazov, nom de guerre, was an economist and a historical materialist. He was a leading figure on the Grad side of the Centennial Revolution, where he headed the 9-day government. Mazov is considered the father of scientific communism, Mazovian thought, or Mazovianism.
Just got McDoodles, and apparently they're selling mini Crocs now. I see. Also, thank you very much for sharing the live. I appreciate you. Also, for those of you who are watching over on Twitch, there is a new hidden command for y'all to go try and figure out. Because with the new Dino Nuggy throwables that I created, I made a mass throw command, but y'all get to figure it out. I'm not gonna tell you what it is. Have fun. There's a Genshin McDonald's meal. Nice. I kind of fell off of playing Genshin. I'm not a fan of how they've handled Natlin and the characters around it. I do have a Discord server, yes. You can find it in the link in my bio on TikTok, or it is also linked on my Twitch page. But what sort of things come with the Genshin meal? Is it just like the regular little toy stuff, or do they have something like special for Genshin? Let's see. Apple pie. Apple pie is very good.
He killed himself.
Maybe I am Krasmazov.
What are we talking about? Was this not about the trash container?
No, wait. Whisper and point to the back of your head. What if I am Krasmazov?
We should
Yeah.
return to the case of your mistaken identity at a later time. This was about the trash container.
Thank you for liking the live. I appreciate you. In-game rewards. Yeah, that's more what I expected.
What for, Mazov? Are you planning to nationalize my trash container?
It concerns the case. Please cooperate.
Just bring them back once you're done, please.
By the way, I'm going to sing karaoke here. Not right now, I'm not.
Thing.
Why can't I go into the kitchen?
What are you, a cook now? That's none of your business.
There may be something pertinent to the investigation in the
He
kitchen.
wasn't pan-fried. He was lynched. What could the kitchen possibly have to do with...
Yeah, joke's on
Hey.
you. I'm into that shit.
And Sam, thank you very much for the resub. We do up discoing the Elysium. And we still don't know who we are, other than being a hobocop. How you doing, Ensand? I hope you're doing well.
Fine, okay. The kitchen is closed until 1 p.m. because the cook is working. You can snoop around after that, if you must.
And from Murder Drone's solo skibbity toilet. I'll take your word on that. I haven't watched either. I've been kind of meaning to watch Murder Drones, actually, but I haven't had the time to, like, actually sit down and do so. I'm not doing too great, but I'm living. Living is important. And if you ever need to, like, hang out and have a distraction for a little while, you know I got you. You my buddy, Ensand. You are adored and cared for, and you have good friends here.
What?
By the way, you should come back to this thing-based questionnaire if you see anything interesting in the whirling later.
Okay, good to know. I kind of figured that. How dare you say nice and kind things to me? Because you deserve to hear them. That's how that works. Capybara, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to my lair. I hope you enjoy your time here. I am in the Discord. Welcome. Hello, Jamas. Welcome in. How you doing? Thank you very much for the follow as well. But no, Ensign, you deserve to hear kind of nice things. Everybody here deserves to hear kind of nice things.
A test of your reflexes!
Test of yours, maybe.
Absolutely out of the question.
I have a question. What's your question?
Absolutely in the question. First we find a sad banger. Then we sing this place to shit. Your body is ready, sire.
Okay, cool. Oh, this is... Have I interacted with this before? I don't think so. So you catch a glimpse of Union paraphernalia, a strike poster, and some red pennants. Can we call you mommy? I prefer if you didn't. So we are... I never said y'all were my children. There is a difference. What is this? What is sleep? I keep hearing about this thing called sleep. It is that thing that you do when you lay down and you go hunk shoo, me, me, me. It's important. Though I can't speak on it much. I've been having really bad insomnia lately.
Psst. Hey, you. Yes, you. Word on the street is you're ready to start building communism again.
Hey, communism, let's go.
Yes, you're ready to start building communism.
Always honk the biggest shoes. You gotta. You gotta. It's important. It's important for your physical and mental health.
But neither has love. Should we just stop building love, too?
Yeah, I can't argue with that.
So, what about all that communism you've promised to build? Word on the street
How do you do that, Lisa? You just gotta lay your head down, and you close your eyes, and then you gotta pretend that you're asleep before you actually fall asleep. It's weird, I know.
Is that true? You keep
How come there's
saying
word on the street?
down with the bourgeoisie, eat the rich.
Never done this thing called sleep. You should try it. It's real good for you.
Who have more than 25 real in their pockets. Literally murder all human beings, regardless of their political beliefs. That kind of stuff.
I mean, I have definitely sit down with the bourgeoisie and eat the rich, but I said the other three. I said some things, but none of those.
The mask of ambivalence. Don't deny it. You're about to rip it off and
So how do you sleep again so I can take notes so I can try to sleep? Like I say you gotta lay down. You gotta be horizontal first on something comfy. Doesn't have to be a bed, but you gotta lay down on something comfy. Playing Peak, I know. I love this game. This is technically my first playthrough. I had played the opening hours of it before, like a long time ago when the game first came out. Haven't touched it since. So I remember nothing. And I'm kind of having fun just being unhinged. Yeah, no. So for sleep, you gotta be horizontal, you gotta be comfy, and you close your eyes, and you gotta pretend like you're asleep, and then eventually you'll fall asleep. May take a few minutes, it may take a couple hours. You'll get there, I promise. I feel like I've been catching up on all the sleep I've missed over the past few years. Yeah, depression will do that to you. But also, I hope the sleep that you're getting is at least restful. Another thing, how do I get rid of depression? That's a good question. I'll let you know if I ever figure that out, 'cause I don't. I am right there in that trench with you. The writing is so good, the game will for real make you laugh and cry. Oh, I believe it. I have been laughing my ass off so far. We have already become hobocop.
Do you have any questions
And I'm
before we
so
find
excited about that.
communism builder? Or do we get right down to it?
Can we just send depression into the sun? Yes, I would love to. Let's see. Roll up your sleeves and start building communism. Let's go.
The firing squads and the gnaw wagons ready.
Nom nom nom. Hello, Star. Welcome in. How you doing? Then again, depression has won me some art competitions, so maybe it's not so bad. I mean, it is definitely good when you're able to get something out of it, but it's not great otherwise, frankly. It is a scuffle. It is indeed. How you doing, buddy? Roll up your sleeves further and breathe in the pristine air. Mazovian socioeconomics. Beautiful. People think communism was some crazy idea that had its comeuppance 40 years ago. A fever that shook the world never to return again. They were right until he woke up today. A spiritual corpse responsive only to the call of Commodore Red, prostitutes and crowds pass off. For him, communism is still a thing. He will single-handedly raise the commune of O2 from the oceanic trench where it has been rusting covered in ghosts and seaweed. He is the big communism builder. Come, witness his attempt to rebuild communism in the year 51. Okay, we're still working on internalizing a hobocop. I'm gonna do that first. Because while we're internalizing them, we get, like, debuffs, and I don't want to stack up too many debuffs. I've already managed to kill the poor bastard of a heart attack. Stas, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to my lair. I hope you enjoy your time here. Prescient does make great art when you can channel it. And a whole Lilith. It is indeed a whole entire Lilith with a singular brain cell today. One more than I've had the past little while. Gotta go. All right, well, I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you so much for popping by, E4. Doing good, living life as you do. Wonderful. Lovely to hear that.
This trash
Never
container
mind.
is locked.
Oh, I see.
The sliding lid has a padlock that says, whirling in rags.
Open the padlock.
Oiled crack. The lock pops open. It should now be possible to simply raise the lid. Don't. Maybe you shouldn't.
Why not?
Maybe you shouldn't. Of course you should. This is your time to shine, hobocop. Dive into that dumpster for extra content.
Yeah! Open the lid.
Smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
My mom changed her mind. Ah, I see. Hello, Soul. Welcome in. How you doing, hun? Very good game. I am hobocop, and I am loving the shit out of it.
Just in time. This hasn't been emptied for over a week.
Oh, I see. Well, I said, have a good evening, C4. Thank you so much for popping by. I'm glad to hear you're doing well, Soul. Let's see. Dig in hobocop style for extra content.
An Armistice caliber 50 knock cannon, half wrapped in paper tissues. So shiny.
What's a knock cannon?
It's a giant rifle, and it's very expensive. Not as expensive as that fat string of pearls snaking around the rotten banana peels, however. And is that Cordon Electric's preamp with Electra F2 tubes? It is. That catches quite a price. We're talking 12,000. Easy.
Hayden Norris, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to my lair. I hope you enjoy your time here. You as well, Koi. Welcome in. I'll
No
sell it.
point, because none of those things are real.
Aw.
They're not actually in there. All you see is food waste and crisp wrappings.
A cruel jest. There must be
All you
something.
see is a broken mug with a racist depiction of the yellow man frolicking in saffron.
Ah, I see.
Only in its social sensibility.
Do I have to take the mug? I don't want to take the mug.
You've acquired an interactable item. Investigate this item further by going to the interactive...
You know what? I'll worry about that later. Look under the boxes.
See milk and egg rest with one broken egg in it. Some pasta wrapper. Picking up the soggy packages somehow feels familiar.
Why would anyone want that, right? Like, I don't want to pick up that mug. I don't want that mug. But the game had other, you know, thoughts. Can I put pet pics in the IRL pics? Absolutely.
A box falls into pieces in your hands. Batiste Soleil cereal. There are plastic pasta packages below. And turbo noodles. Nothing of note, however.
Let's
Among
pick at the
silver
rags.
Kitchen towels. Something catches your eye. A pair of denim trousers. As the legs of the slime-covered jeans begin to unscrew from the garbage, a rank corpse smell.
The victim's clothes? Cadaverine odor is faint. If these belong to the deceased,
Yeah?
they were removed
Faint?
when they were still in the early stages of decay.
What do you mean faint? What you're saying versus the description are at odds, my man.
Drop them in here, officer. Guitar marked blue jeans. Pockets empty or emptied. He wore them with a belt, too. A white belt. The loops appear stretched, but the belt is missing. That's it. Do you see anything else in there? I have another bag here.
I'm still looking, buddy.
Something slimy catches your eye.
Oh. Sure, we'll reach for it.
Drab, long-sleeved shirt, olive-colored, appears from
Ugh!
dripping.
Oh, I hate it. I hate it.
This is a military type overgarment. No label or serial number. This is the kind of rib-knit shirt that's worn over light armor to conceal it in an urban scenario.
Huh.
Anything more?
Interesting. However, I hate it.
The rest of the rags are just kitchen variety waste. Just garbage.
Oh, dripping with pus? How? That's a good question. That's a very good question, buddy, and I don't want to consider it.
And ask if he knows who put the clothes in the trash. It could be as simple as someone from the hostel cleaning the yard. Or that one. I'd advise against confronting that force.
Yeah, we've already tried talking to the kids. We're not gonna get much out of them. Think someone from the whirling might have been involved, maybe?
Not really. All we know is the victim's clothes are in the trash. The lid was locked, and his establishment had the key. It's just a small loose thread.
Yeah, fair enough.
The lieutenant nods, then looks back into the trash container.
Might as well check the food waste just to see if there's anything else here.
It's just organic waste, cold and slimy on your hands. Potato peels, mostly. Unidentified sludge, and the occasional chicken bone thrown in for good measure. But hey, what's this?
What?
A blue piece of plastic sticks out from the apple peels. It's shiny. Looks like the corner of something.
Yo, welcome in, Freaky Sleepy. How you doing today?
Something larger. A clipboard. A blue plastic clipboard with moist papers hanging from it. They look badly damaged, but you can still make out forms and notes. Written in a man's
I hate the descriptions. Doing good? Wonderful. Love to hear that.
Is that your paperwork?
My logic world brains would not be like this. It'd be Dickbutt or the Dancing Toothless talking to me. You know what? That's fair. However, I don't think we've gotten to some of the more unhinged things that can happen in this game, because I know it can get very unhinged. Put pics of my kangaroos and other animals in the Discord. Wonderful. I'll take a look at them when I'm done with stream. I don't know what this is.
Look, the plastic has the RCM street breed in it. You've even got an autopsy form in there.
Miserable looking slip of paper sticks to the board. Ugh. Also, thank you very much for liking the live. I appreciate you. And see whose name liked it though. Sorry. Oh, we know. Do we? I don't know. I don't know if I know that. Gotta go. All right. Have a wonderful rest of your evening, Ethan. And thank you so much for popping by. For the great bloodletting to begin? Oh, no. Let's see. Someone from the whirling through it in the trash? I don't know. I'm boring.
Boring. Try dangerous. You should do a thorough inventory of that. Be sure some has not fallen into the hands of the RCM's enemy, organized crime, or worse.
But before I go, I'm getting to 1K likes. Aw, thank you. That's so sweet of you. I still think I haunt the things in my brain more than they haunt me. That's a fucking mood, buddy. Although, honestly, same. Also, please let me know if the audio is too low on Twitch. I had to adjust the audio for the previous game that I played. So I don't know if it's at the correct level for this game. This one tends to be a little bit on the quieter side. Let's see. Okay, I'll do that.
It would also not hurt to start taking notes on the case. Now, tell me what your eagle eyes see. Or are we finished?
Eagle eyes. Look with your special eyes.
Some items, such as the ledger you found, are interactable.
Yeah,
Go to your inventory.
I'll do that in a moment.
Container sounds a muffled gong.
Ugh.
That's one thing off the list. I think we got it all.
All right. Let's go check out what I've got in my inventory. Let's see. This ledger you found from the trash. It's full of notes written in a man's dense cursive. Closer look. Maybe it can be salvaged to start keeping notes on the
ledger
case.
you found in the trash. A pitiful cabbage of white and yellow papers hanging from plastic board, barely held together by a metal clip. This sad display is made complete by the faint smell of urinal cleaner.
Ugh, urinal? I have never heard it pronounced like that. Anything else?
There's a piece of toilet paper, or is it cleaning tissue? No, it's toilet paper, desperately sticking to the back of the blue plastic clip. It's a metaphor for you.
Thanks. Thanks, game.
Thank you, Waterlogged Ledger, for spelling it out for us.
It feels like a laptop. It's like 1K tabs and my brain's telling me a bunch of different things. Yeah, that sounds like ADHD. That's kind of how my brain is. Just like so many different trains of thought going at once. It can get kind of overwhelming. Let's see. Alright, let's inspect the clip first.
Aluminium block runs the width of the board, biting down on the paperwork. Its crocodile teeth are the only thing keeping the papers together. A regular pencil, the tip worn down to nothing, has been attached to the clip.
I'm surprised that the pencil actually stuck around.
The surface is interrupted by a silvery sticker. It's rectangular, sparkling with iridescence. You don't know how you didn't notice it before. Looks like an official mark, made to be low visibility outside the right circumstances.
Hey, Lieutenant, what's this?
What? That thing. It's a halogen watermark. We use it for adding information to RCM property.
Alright, interesting. What kind of information?
It depends. Aside from an anti-counterfeiting stamp, mine has my station number and address. The information varies by date of issue.
Huh. Neat.
Maybe yours will have how many cases you've solved.
Probably not much.
Any capable light with the right wavelength will do.
Like, for example...
All RCM vehicles have had lights designed to reveal halogen watermark. Mine too.
Yeah! Wait. Oh, this'll have, this might have my name on it. Because we still don't know what our name is.
Means you can read the watermarks if you just turn the lights on.
Oh, that's all. Thank you.
Okay.
Cool.
While a bunch of sodden papers sag from the clipboard in your hand. It's a sorry sight.
Oh yeah, because a couple more people popped up in the Twitch chat. By the way, as a reminder, I have added a new secret command for y'all to mass throw things at me. I'm gonna leave it to y'all to figure out what it is, but it is related to the low poly dino nuggies that I made as a throwable. Because I did promise I would give y'all a mass throw command, and that I would return to the secret commands that you all like puzzling over so much.
They're not exactly white. They're yellowed in patches by sunlight and alcohol, and covered in dense blue handwriting. Ink escapes into watercolor patterns, reaching its tendrils across entire pages.
Oh.
The paper itself is checkered, with faint red lines, forming short paragraphs.
Cool. But is it legible at all?
Once in a while, there's a red stamp that exclaims, "Case files, commit to paper." The case files themselves are plenty. You count more than 100 sodden, crumpled up, earmarked pages falling apart in your hands. They appear to be sufficiently organized and extremely dense,
Oh.
mostly illegible.
Damn, can't read shit. I'm impressed that this clipboard manages to hold that many pages, frankly. Hello, Milo. Welcome in. How are you doing today? We're doing well. You missed me accidentally killing our player character with a heart attack. I'm happy I don't see many people that also have ADHD. Why is that?
Work, strife, poverty, the Jamrock Quarter. These are handwritten logs of investigations dating back to January 51, this year. The exact number is hard to estimate due to missing pages and an odd naming convention. But there are at least 20, maybe 30 cases undertaken, not completed, mind you.
About what? Yeah, no. I decided to pry open the lid of a dumpster, failed, kicked the dumpster, and then because I kicked the dumpster and I think I kicked it hard enough to do damage to myself, my my poor dude had a heart attack. And the game ended. I had to reload my save. It was great.
It's the middle of March. You have attempted 2 cases a week on average.
Let's see. There's mention of a naming convention here.
Yes, it appears you employ a, shall we say, robust yet literary system. Each investigation has its case number written on the margins. Yet, still more tellingly, most are accompanied by a name.
Okay.
A title, one might say even. One that draws inspiration from Snoop fiction and Vespertine cop show staples.
Neat. And they're written in capital letters, too.
Yes, all caps. One is called The Next World Mural. Another, The Square Bullet Hole Murders. Another yet, The Unsolvable Case.
You know what? I appreciate that, though. I appreciate the drama in those names. They absolutely sound like mystery serials.
Others appear more light-hearted. The guys on a couch in an unexpected location, and the murder at the hookah parlor. Even the rare article-free collapsing tenement. Murder features prominently throughout.
I see.
It's going to take an effort to piece these case files together, but it can be done. Once you're done inspecting them up close.
Yeah, that's fair. Is 2 cases a week a good caseload, Lieutenant?
2 complex cases to undertake is a lot, yes. You really have to push yourself. I would not suggest it, lest you start making mistakes.
Yay, 1K liked. Indeed. Thank you so much, Ethan. I appreciate you. That one, you peed too hard, games say die. I wouldn't be surprised if that was something that came up, honestly. I know there's some ridiculous ways to die. Have a wonderful rest of your evening, Ethan. Thank you so much for popping by. Sounds like titles for Nancy Drew books. A little bit, yeah. I said they 100% sound like mystery serials, except for the guys on a couch in an unexpected location. That sounds more like satire. Gamer Wholesome Pirates, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to my lair. I hope you enjoy your time here.
2. That's a lot. I didn't mean to say you are making mistakes, by the way. That was presumptuous of me.
No, I'm pretty sure I've made plenty of mistakes.
Okay, we all make mistakes.
Like a fan of gills, the checkered papers dry in your hand. The handwriting is extremely dense, if mostly illegible.
I'm surprised it's drying, given its currently raining. Yet my cases appear to employ some kind of naming
You
convention.
mean the alphanumeric? Officer, precinct, time of arrival at the scene?
No, I mean a non-numeric one, with titles.
Oh, you mean the titular? Yes, well, so do I. In our defense, almost everyone in the RCM does.
Oh, neat. E, thank you very much for liking the live as well. I appreciate you.
It's a holdover from the early days of the RCM, right after the revolution, when the organization had little idea how to do things. It persists in an unofficial capacity. Officers use these titles to refer to their work among themselves.
Seem to have named a case the Square Bullet Hole Murders.
Again, in your defense, I seem to have named one the man with the hole in his head. That was a real person. His death was real. Still, I named it that, to amuse myself.
I kind of love that, actually.
I pray his loved ones never find out.
You know what? Yeah, that's fair. They may not appreciate that. But I love that that's a thing.
Ray spiked through the head. He died. It was a workplace accident.
Oof. I have to open an official case. Is there room in this ledger?
For precisely one more. 15 pages near the end remain untouched by the damage. The checkered grid forms a structure of passages, breaking the case into subtasks to accomplish.
Nice. I'll mail them a copy? Oh, you'll mail who a copy of what now?
Once all the tasks are accomplished, the case is complete.
Cool. Commit to paper, using the pen Lena gave you.
Tasks you've completed flow out of the kind green ape pen in a brash freehand similar to the rest of the letters. The wording comes easily. It's almost robotically simple. A language developed for mental rigor and simplicity.
Mail them a railroad spike? Oh, that would be fucked up!
Inspect the victim's body.
Damn! Just traumatize the family, why don't ya?
Interview the cafeteria manager.
Hey, Blepherd, welcome in. How you doing, buddy?
It's not exactly poetry, but poetry would be out of place.
All right, let's go ahead and cross out the ones I've already finished.
Satisfying slash sounds across the paper. You're done, it seems to say. And you, and you.
Oh no. So much violence in chat today.
Things to be done and things already done.
I guess I really shouldn't be surprised. Oh,
Reality.
hey, thank you very much for following me on Twitch, Blepherd.
Detective
Welcome to my lair. I hope you enjoy your time here.
remains is to name the case.
And I will hydrate Milo, thank you. Probably just kill the rest of my energy drink, honestly. The energy drink is what allows me to harness the brain cell. Because I only have the one today, and trying to get it to focus on anything is a Sisyphean task, frankly. Lieutenant, how many was...
We love casting spells.
We do love casting spells. I really need to set up the visual alert that I have for that. I made art for it. I just haven't had, like, time to do so. Rather, I haven't had the time and focus to do it. ADHD and energy drinks, a match made in heaven. Let's be real. It's basically self-medicating the ADHD with the energy drinks.
No, actually. Any ideas?
The Hanged Man, the Furies are at home in the mirror. The setting sun, shit on a stick. We'll just call it with the Hanged Man.
Great. That's great. That's actually what I was thinking too. The Hanged Man. Good, strong name. We have a very good name for the case now.
We do have very good name for the case, and we do love names that share names with tarot, because that is the best naming convention. And to say a match made in heathen, it was supposed to be a pun. I have failed.
I'm going to start putting in the Hanged Man.
You tried. It's fine. Okay, done inspecting these.
Don't exactly close them, so much as distance yourself from the smelly odors. They're a little further from your nose now.
Yeah, fair. Can explain the system. Can I read the case file sign? Yeah, sure, let's try it.
Yes.
Yeah!
Piece them together using the alphanumeric code on the margin. It always begins with HDB41. Then, date of initialization and time of arrival on the scene, followed by the title. For example, HDB 41120111700. The Next World Mural.
HD B41, weren't those officer precinct? Yes, indeed. Which means our initials are HD. B41 should be our precinct, I believe. Yummy. Please do not eat the case notes. We kind of need those. My self-medication is 2 bags of Skittles, a Red Bull infusion drink every morning, and 2 cans of... I'm going to assume that's gamer subs, not possible subs, in between. Which, it's a lot of caffeine, but if it works, it works. Hello, Blepherd. How you doing today?
Your precinct.
I saw you, you got back to the single-player Morkborg. I'm super excited about it.
Every last alphanumeric in the files begins with it. And these are your case files. It's safe to say HDB
are your initials. Indeed. Not bad. And yes, I did. I had a blast making it, and I'm so excited to keep it going. Yes! I'm excited. I was going to make, some supplementary single-player stuff for the campaign that Alu and I are doing on stream. But I think one of the psalms that we got on Necrobell is kind of preventing me from doing what I had planned, so we're back to the drawing board on that one. Dark Bonnie, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to my lair. I hope you enjoy your time here. I eat paper, though. Gotta keep the internal fire burn. I'm pretty sure there's better ways of doing it than that, but at least you're getting fiber, I guess? I don't really have much to say to that one, honestly. Is there a VOD of your first episode of Morkborg? There is indeed. So I have a YouTube channel linked in my link tree. Link in bio if you're on TikTok. And that will actually have the VOD on it. There is a playlist specifically for Morkborg, and it has both the original VOD and the second session that we did yesterday. There are a few tweaks that we have made to the rules as we've gone along, just to support the idea that we had, but, you know, it's fine. It's great. We just tweaked the combat to be slightly less deadly. Slightly. Not by much. We have, in fact, almost died quite a bit. Trying to see if I can get my heart to breathe fresh air. You probably shouldn't do that. That's meant to be on the inside. It's meant to be wet. you don't want it to dry out. That doesn't, I know that we think like, oh, if I get us some fresh air, it'll fix what's wrong with me. No, it won't. I promise you it won't. Oh yeah, no, absolutely. I just figured I'd give you a heads up because you're more familiar with the mechanics than I am. And it started with us being like, oh yeah, combat totally works this way, and then realizing it didn't, and then realizing we actually preferred it to work the way that we misunderstood it. And it's like literally just a slight change to help like cut down some of the damage that can be done to us. Because we're getting stalked by a troll, and we've almost died a couple of times. It's fine. It's fine. Change the rules on my game too. Indeed. This is the fun thing about rules light TTRPG systems. You actually have a lot more flexibility that you can mess around with. That is in fact a lot of fiber, Milo. Actually, 4 cans of energy drinks and some possible gamer subs in between, all in an 8-hour workday interval. That reminds me, you can in fact OD on caffeine. Please be careful with that. It almost happened to one of my best friends. Hope you're having a good day in stream. We are so far. And welcome Inod. How are you doing? I hope you're having a wonderful day. And thank you very much for liking the live. I appreciate you. Let's see. Horace, Debbie, Berenger, Hram, Darjan, Binzakin? Let's see. These aren't my initials. I'm not feeling them. I don't know what to say that. I think what you meant to say was RAC. Raphael Ambrosius Castu. Yeah, you know what? All in on that name.
No, the alphanumeric begins with HDB.
Oh, no, never more than 3 cups of coffee a day. See, that's a good limit to have. I usually stick with like one of the tall cans of Monster Energy myself. Because I use it for my ADHD. It's actually what helps keep my brain focused on things.
Don't you see the
But yeah, it
fabrication.
one of my best friends
says on the case files. These are official documents. There is no arguing with official documents.
I can in fact argue with official documents. Doesn't mean I'm going to win the argument, but I can argue against it. Yeah, no, one of my best friends, when they were either a teenager or like early 20s, they discovered that you can get powdered caffeine, and like we're combining it with like Red Bull and the like, and yeah, almost overdosed on, well, I think he did technically overdose on the caffeine. Which, by the way, apparently doing that turns your urine neon green. Two honeys, some grippy socks, and 1 baddie. It's about to get lit tonight. I see. Yeah, no, it's absolutely a thing. My heart's gonna file a restraining order against my body. If you're drinking caffeine like that, yeah, probably, Locke. See, how long does it take to read one of these Raphael stamped cases? Yep, nope, we're gonna keep the Delulu going. Our name is totally Raphael.
Fine. It takes about half an hour for you to piece one together. Mr. Raphael, which one do you want?
You know what? We can revisit that. We can come back to this later.
Meanwhile, a bunch of sodden papers still sags from the clipboard.
Okay. Let's see the yellow papers.
You see thin, translucent copy of paper. Some neon yellow, some bright red, all covered in boxes, like marching armies. These look like official forms, waiting to be filled out. Then rip them from the binder and hand them out, according to type of form.
All right, what kind of forms are there?
3. The topmost are misconduct fines. The middle ones are station calls, and the bottommost are autopsy forms. Each is easy enough to make sense of.
Okay, cool. So we got the poor dead dude, so we can fill out a field autopsy, I
You
think.
don't have to be an intellectual giant to do police work.
Not wrong.
A dozen pages of thin copy paper, bright red in color. You see the parameters of a deceased human form waiting to be filled in. Age, sex, condition of internal organs.
Okay.
These
Let's
are quite
see.
sinister in tone. They give a date and time for the person to appear at the specified precinct police station. Below the call are the criminal charges you risk by not appearing. All in a print so small it could be considered downright cute.
Uh-huh. Rude.
Monetary penalization ranging from 20 to 250 real. Severe cases allow for 1,000 real, but that requires special paperwork. The details of issuing these fines are spread out over the rest of the fields.
Hey, thank you very much for sharing the live. I appreciate you.
They appear pleasantly vague.
Alright.
Yes,
So I don't think I can do
recommended
the field
is to
autopsy,
fill
I
those
guess.
forms and hand them to people. Fines for wrongdoers, interview requests for bad guys, and field autopsies to dead guys. The rest of the stinking cellulose is much worse for wear. Being sandwiched between the board and the rest of the paperwork must have spared the fragile copier paper.
Yeah, okay, that's very fair. Alright, we're gonna put the ledger away. We also got the mug. This broken-eared mug somehow made its way into the whirling and rags dumpster. It depicts a person of Samaran descent frolicking in a field of saffron flowers. Buck-toothed and grinning feeble-mindedly. It seems to be a cheap knockoff of some colonial-era antique. Guess who's back? Welcome back! How are you doing today?
It's just a racist mug. What's there to read?
Please keep my my chat in English. I only speak English. That is actually one of the things that I will ban people for is if you yeah, nope. Get the fuck out. Absolutely not. We do not allow for racial slurs in my chat. Kindly get the fuck out. Yeah, no. Can I remove this? No, apparently. I do not want this in my inventory. Rip bozo indeed. Listen, I'll be nice to most people. I'll talk to most things if people like overstep boundaries. Like, I will give warnings before I jump to a ban. However, there are some things that I will instantly remove you for. Racial slurs is fucking one of them. You fucked around and you found out. I am a kind person who does not take shit. See. Put the clothes in the trash. Ask Kuno if he knows anything about the victim's clothes. Ask Garta. Where have I seen Kuno? It's been a few days since I played this, so I don't remember where that person was. Read the watermarks. Oh, yeah! I'm gonna go do that first, actually. And then I'll go talk to Garta. Okay. Let's turn on the lights here.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
Kim, how do I turn on the headlights?
All right. Ready? I turn, you press start. It's next to the preheater.
Alright.
The dashboard lights up with orange glow. The rails per
Ooh.
minute gauge jumps, and the engine of the Caprice Canadian comes to life with a whiny growl.
That's a hell of a sound.
Like a leopard waking from its sleep, yawning and roaring at the same time.
So I had a cool idea for the next Morkborg campaign. Oh, do tell.
The lights unfold with a little click, casting electrical light onto the ground before the vehicle.
There you go. I'll turn them off from the remote once you're done. We just need to stand in front of the machine now.
Okay. It's a goblin-themed campaign. Ooh. Interesting. What's this? Some great tectonic forces cracked the pavement like an eggshell. Interesting.
As
Alright.
you hold your ledger's clip under the headlamp, an iridescent hologram appears. A street grid and the veins of a great river. A familiar sensation washes over you.
There she is. Revachol West.
There's a note of pride in the lieutenant's voice.
Around the borders of the watermark are dozens, no, hundreds of micro-perforations.
Thought it'd be a fun challenge to play as a goblin in Morkborg. I also plan on getting... That would be a an interesting challenge. Because, correct me if I'm wrong, but the goblins in Morkborg, they will also infect other people with, goblin as well, right? Like, that's basically a disease that gets transmitted around. You could do some really interesting things with that. We actually just had a plague get unleashed in our world, and it's going to be interesting. Gonna go get some noodles. All right, go enjoy your food, Milo. Thank you so much for popping in. I'm going to get Pirate Borg and Cyborg next. Very nice. Let's see, look at the shimmering street.
There are
Oh,
many of them.
clicked on the wrong thing.
They are divided into 3 separate rows.
It's fine. Tally up the different
The
rows.
first row has 18 dots.
All right, what about the next one?
The next is the longest. It runs all the way around the border, and then some.
All right, count them individually.
You count 216 perforations. Considering that nice, large number, a wave of pride washes over you. Though you can't say why, precisely.
All right, cool. What about the last row?
The last row has 3
Back to work, have fun.
perforations.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for popping by, and I hope your work goes well.
That's it.
Hey, Kim, what do all these holes mean?
Those are perforations. They represent your record as an officer of the RCM. They are your statistics, as it were. I should have guessed you'd keep a record. Officers often do. Let's take a look.
Alpha male officers who are proud of their numbers often do. It's meant.
Huh. I mean, alpha male stuff is bullshit, but our guy is not one, regardless.
Represents your years of service. 18 years. Okay, not bad at all. What did you do before you volunteered?
Do you think I have any idea?
Point. Let's move on. shall we?
Like, really? I know you don't seem to quite believe me when I say we don't have any memories, but, I got nothing, guy.
Next row, the one that wraps all the way around, is your number of closed cases. Closed is good. It means finished. You've got, let's see. Wow, more than 200.
216, to be exact.
It's quite a lot, even for someone who's been on the force for nearly 2 decades. Usually, clearing more than 10 cases a year puts you in the 90th percentile of all RCM officers.
Wow. I used to be good. That's some solace, I guess. What's the last number?
Right. Those are your confirmed kills. You've got precisely 3 perforations there.
Oof. So I'm a killer.
For an RCM officer, especially Precinct 41, which is in the Jamrock Quarter, it's rather tame. I mean that in a good way.
That's concerning. That's concerning.
There are certain officers who treat their kills like some kind of ghoulish game.
Ugh.
If they do happen to solve a case, it's usually by accident.
It's obvious the lieutenant doesn't think very highly of these officers, as you shouldn't!
But it seems as though you are, or at least were, one of the good ones. So we have that to be thankful for.
Have you ever killed anyone?
Yes.
Fair enough. Yeah, you don't need to elaborate on that one, buddy.
Everyone has their own method of coping. Some more effective or self-destructive than others. Personally, I find
Yeah,
that
the
keeping
alcoholism is pretty well explained at this point. Like what?
Oh, this and that. Let's not get into it now.
Fair enough. Maybe I should find a hobby.
Anything's better than annihilating yourself with drugs and alcohol.
You're not wrong, however... I don't think our poor amnesiac needs to be called out that harshly right now.
The lieutenant nods.
Look at the shimmering street grid.
The rectangular watermark is overlaid with the logo of the RCM, and yet the major arteries of the river show are all recognizable. They shimmer in the Kanema's headlights.
Look around
A
you.
rat brazenly darts past you and disappears amongst the stopped lorries. In the distance, a child somewhere shrieks. A woman reprimands her in a voice no quieter than the child's cry.
Oh.
Ah, Martinez.
Where are we on this?
Let me see. Right here.
His finger near the top of the map on a segment of coast jutting out into the great ocean. I'm sure I've seen worse.
Oh, yes. Coal City. Le Royaume. The burnt-out quarter.
Alright. Well, let's go.
Right. I'll go turn off the lights.
You can now see your statistics on your journal page, to the right of the task description.
Oh, nice. Name unknown, rank unknown. Superstar cop, sorry cop, boring cop, communist, good cop / bad cop, people killed 3, 216 cases solved, years in service 18. Apocalypse cop. Let's see. We have superstar apocalypse, sorry, boring, communist, fascist, ultra liberal, moralist, good cop, bad cop, honor. Neat. Okay. Okay.
Yes?
Oh, I don't... Did I miss something on, examining the body? Oh, I also had the thing. It said that I would be able to pick up cans for money via... Aha! Okay, so that's how I do it. Fantastic. Okay. Alright, well, before I worry about that too much... Oh, I double-click to get him to run. Okay, that makes sense. Can I get the body down?
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated to that corpse smell. Emitting it is all it does now.
What is that? Why is it so bad?
Okay. It's okay to throw up, officer. No one is judging.
He's about to blow! Cop's gonna blow, Kuno!
Oh, Kuno was the kid. Ugh. Let's see. I have examined this.
What do you see?
Yeah, we've been through all of this. Oh. A can. Okay. This kid's Kuno.
Can't you see I'm throwing rocks?
Look, I have questions for you.
Alright, entertain the Kuno. Show me what you got. What you got there? What you got, huh? Show me what you got.
About the crime scene. You kids often play in this yard?
Right, pig. This is where Kuno plays with his little wooden choo-choo. What do you want with it?
The man's clothes were in the trash container. How did they get there?
Yeah, Kuno doesn't know shit about that. That shit is beneath Kuno.
Need to know. Could be a lead in the investigation. Someone may have tampered with it.
Listen. Kuno doesn't care about this small-time shit. Just listen. Kuno saw what you did there, dumpster diving. Sad shit. Kuno could hook you up with some sweet rags. Shit like Kuno's wearing. Your size, good price. 500 real.
I'm going to throw you over the fence, child.
You'd have to be blind not to notice the giant white letters F-A-L-N running down his trouser leg.
All right, entertain me, child. What's so great about these pants? Hello, Ash. Welcome in. How are you doing?
Performance crotch, urban survival shit. Made in Mirova by scientists. Pants scientists.
They sound like they're supposed to be techwear.
Believe it, you need this shit.
He unzips his jacket to give you a quick peek at the plastic wrapped pants. They are graphite black and look brand new. Doing good. Wonderful. How was fight gaming?
These could drastically improve your chances of survival in the urban wilderness. Coach Physical Instrument endorses these pants. They are tartan ready.
Okay.
They will also make you into an idiot.
I asked you what happened to his clothes. You must have seen them lying around.
Look, Kuno ain't seen shit lying around, except for that up there. Now you won't perform.
I see.
Or not, Grandpa.
The lieutenant remains silent, but his expression couldn't say, "I told you so," any louder.
You know what? It was worth asking. At least I tried. No, Kuno, you don't know anything about the tampering I'm investigating, and I already have pants.
Kuno was trying to help you, but you're too fat for falling anyway, pig.
All right. It's in the greenhouse over there.
Kipta's gardener used to work there.
Kipt is a
Punch the Kuno? Listen, I want to. I wish I could punt the child over the fence.
It used to be a common first name among the area upper guides of Ilmara. Not so much anymore.
Gardner used to work there?
Yeah, that's what Kuno said. She couldn't handle the heat, so she took off. Kuno can take it. Shit's nothing to Kuno.
Very fight, very gaming. Hell yeah. Gamers.
Look, Kuno doesn't explain shit. Kuno just says shit.
He looks you in the eye and nods as if agreeing with himself. Uh-huh.
Yeah, her. What was she doing in the greenhouse in March anyway? What kind of gardening is done in March?
Lots of gardening. What do you mean? That's the beginning of spring. It's planting time.
Fish is sometimes used to fertilize the soil a few weeks before planting something. Maybe she was preparing the garden beds.
Yeah? Yeah, I should ask her about that.
Yes, it seems suspicious. You don't like things being like that.
Suspicious. Alright, fine. Sure. Let's ask him about the Eternite.
Shit roofing gimps left behind, lazy dinks.
He's hiding something.
Are you hiding something?
If Kuno was hiding something, it would be hidden.
But it is not hidden, is it, sire? You picked up on it. You should examine the pile of roofing material again.
I love that drama calls us sire. That's beautiful. Does Kuno care? Yeah, no, he really doesn't. But, you know, I try. Alright.
Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Indeed. But hello, John the Lowbrain. Welcome in. How are you doing today? Let's see. I should probably, like, examine this again.
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite.
Alright.
Because it's nice and orderly.
Oof.
Well-laid pallets, easy on the eye, rhythmic pattern, calms your mind. Mammals like this stuff.
I had to put points into perception to try it again, which I probably will, but like, oof. Kuno about to see how quick it is to revoke a birth certificate. Yeah, like I said, I would in fact very much enjoy punting the child over the fence. Alright, now I get to talk to you again. And you're not much more pleasant to talk to, frankly. So here's your trash container key.
Thanks. I hope you found what you were looking for.
I found the victim's clothes.
How strange. I certainly didn't put them there.
Didn't ask if you did. That's strangely specific, rejection. Could someone on your staff put them there?
Sylvie had the keys before I got here, and I can vouch for her. I can vouch for all my staff. None of us would tamper with the crime scene.
So who else has keys to the trash container?
Trash collection service? CS Municipal. I don't see why they would put anything in the trash, though.
Ah, the elusive CS Municipal. I doubt we'll be able to track down who was sent here last and when. This will have to be one of those little threats that solves itself down the road. Thank you, anyway.
Fair enough. Maybe you don't remember putting them there. Maybe you were sleepwalking, or in a fugue state.
I think fugue states are more your forte, officer.
You're not wrong.
Yes.
Did I see a thing?
Great.
Nope.
I love those. Yes, not the whole damn union, thank God. Just the nastiest and loudest faction. They come here in the evenings. Dumb, unruly types. Think they're big shit. But they're good customers. They place big orders and always pay on time.
Oh, rude.
We should find out who this Lord faction is, occupying the booth. Loudness means talkative, and we need info.
Yeah, definitely. How do we find them?
We don't. We have to wait. They'll show up sooner or later. Men get hungry, even striking men. If not today, then they'll be here tomorrow.
Yeah, that's a fair
There are
point.
these things called days. You sleep between them. He's saying they'll come after you've slept. Just make
Thanks,
sure
Logic.
you've got
Appreciate you.
Yes?
Leave. Okay. So I don't have any way to give him the money that I owe him right now. Find this person and you'll know who tampered with the scene. It may take a while. Okay. The young woman with the wheelbarrow at the corner of Whirling and Rags told you that she had to take a break from gardening because of the cadaver smell. But what if she was lying? After all, what kind of gardening is done in March? Oh yeah, right! I should ask her about that. Garnt has told you some unruly men... Okay, yeah, they'll show up tomorrow. Cool, cool, cool.
The theme on that pinball machine is a standard royalist theme, used on everything, from pinball cabinets to full-flavor cigarettes.
Be out here like Stephen He? Huh? What do you mean?
To a picture book version of the past century, waiting for the king to come back and cast out all the profiteers and homosexuals. Basically, imagine a yellow plastic crown with a liquor brand emblazoned on it.
Gross. No, we need the gay people. I'm one of them. Hey, Real Killshot, thank you very much for the follow. Well, welcome to my lair. I hope you enjoy your time here. I'd rather know more about the world of today.
The contemporary period stands still. The fated carousel of progress that doomed the royalists is itself winding down. Our time is decelerating into what no one knows.
Fantastic. Okay, so you were the one who was the gardener, I believe.
Hello again.
Ah,
officer.
yes.
How are things?
Tell me, what exactly have you been doing in your greenhouse in March?
Well, this might be the last snow we get. At least I hope so. Snow has nutrients in it. Helps everything green up in the spring. At least that's what my grandma always told me.
I mean, fair.
Yes, think about the cute grandma, not the weird snow.
But I want to think about the weird snow. I love snow. Selvin cases here like a Stephen He skit. Ah, I see. I don't know who that is, but fair enough. Squint your eyes and look at her intently.
All you can see is the fact that her skin is
Welp.
different color from yours. That's literally all. You're gonna have to run with that.
What does that mean?
Nothing.
We should proceed with our business in Martinez.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I have to run. So, snow. Just snow. Used to discover secret orbs in shady areas. I see. You know, I can put that here so I don't need I don't need to hold on to my crowbar. Oh. Hello, sir? I'm gonna shine my flashlight directly into your eyeballs.
I am a gander and a hunter and a gatherer. Feel like a traveler.
A simple little cadence. He seems to be making it up as he goes.
I am the law.
You sure are, my man.
What's going on here?
It's the jam, my man.
He motions towards the sprawl of lorries with a sweeping gesture.
The air from the east is thick with the smell of crude oils, heavy metals, and other byproducts of the modern era. You could almost taste it.
What's the jam?
It's a traffic jam for the ages. Harbor gates up the street are shut tight. No explanation given. Workers on strike, scabs agitating. All around clusterfuck.
Fair.
Meanwhile, we're all stuck here in long-haul limbo for days upon days upon days.
Glances south down the road. Oof. So how long have you been here?
Feels like forever. Like I was born on this here roundabout and this was all I ever knew. Just me and the metal and the tires, the oil and the fumes of mazout.
I have returned with the nudes. Very nice. What kind of noodles did you get?
Mazout is an antiquated term for heavy fuel oils. This man has a barely suppressed performative streak, or he just likes unusual words, or both.
I think it's probably both, given he was singing when we made our way up here. Let's see. I dig your style.
Yeah, imagine. It's been a whole week already.
He snickers in appreciation of the digging of his lifestyle. Instant ramen. You know what? Understandable. What flavor did you get?
So tell me, what do you need?
I'm particularly, of the cheap ones, I'm particularly partial to, like, beef and creamy chicken myself. But every so often, I find, like, really nice, tonkotsu instant ramen, which is so good. Roasted chicken, also not a bad choice. Oh, that reminds me, I should get more of the tonkotsu instant ramen that I really like. Because I'll like fry up, depending on what I have, like pork chops or pork belly to go with it. And then I'll put like an egg and green onion and occasionally edamame. And it's so good. Yeah, tonkotsu. Usually, I find it at the Asian grocer that's across the street from me. But you can find them in damn near, any Asian grocer. And Walmart carries one called, by, Nissan, it usually comes in like a black and green package. That's also really good. Blender, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to my lair. I hope you enjoy your time here. Let's see. Tell me more about the strike.
It's like whatever's going on over at the docks. Workers got a blockade set up, making demands, no way in or out.
And what's the union demanding?
Some pretty wild stuff, I hear. Like a giant new power crane in half the company? I forget what exactly. Good on them, I guess.
Indeed. I guess I'll have to go talk to them.
I've heard talk there's a company rep in town, too.
Ooh.
Like a strike negotiator type. They'd know what's up. Precise demands and so on.
Ah, yes, from the Wild Pines. We'll meet her soon enough, I'm sure.
Indeed. What do you think the company wants?
They want to keep that money flowing in, my man. Ka-ching.
He doesn't blame them, but he's not on their side. That's for sure.
Indeed.
Anything else? Yeah, this ain't really my area of expertise. I just do my job and get paid. I have things to do and places to be. All of us do.
Yeah, fair.
Us lorry drivers. Camionneurs. You still hang around here waiting for this mess to end. Most have scurried off somewhere to get drunk or high. Or laid. Not that I blame them, really.
Yeah, no, if you've been stuck in the same traffic jam for a week, yeah, no, I can't say that I blame them at all. Just work here, man. Yeah.
Not my thing. Chasing transient pleasures is a drag these days. I prefer the examined life now. Thinking, reflecting, observing.
He glances down the road toward the horizon, a glint of something in his eyes. I like this guy. Know anything about the dead man? The one hanging behind the hostel there?
He ain't one of us drivers. I know that. All accounted for. Otherwise, I haven't really asked about that. Been wasting time right here. Keep him busy.
It's probably the smart thing.
It's easy to see he's telling the truth. He's kept his nose out of the dark stuff.
Busy with what?
Analyzing the fundamental structural and psychological conditions of being stranded in the midst of a sea of motor lorries and their sad, despondent chauffeurs.
I like this guy. Yeah, I love the traffic hippie too. He's great.
For his conclusion.
And your conclusion?
A sense of surprise there ain't more bodies hanging from more trees.
Okay, yeah, you know what? Fair. What you hauling anyway?
Oh, high-grade narcotics, illegal firearms, stuff like that.
Relax. He's merely...
I would assume so. Wicked, I've always wanted a friend in the underworld.
No, I'm joking, my man.
As was I.
Found runs a nice, clean business. This haul of cargo is mostly sporting goods. You know, tracksuits and that kind of thing.
That's where the kid got those pants from. I'm willing to bet he stole them from the truck.
They usually get shipped to Grodd in the Occident. Though we've been making headway in the Il Moran market lately.
Can I get one of those fallen tracksuits you're hauling?
We're pals and all, but I can't just freely hand out the merchandise.
I mean, I pay for it at wholesale costs.
It's rockin' beauty. Sure is. Like a rash you can't get rid of. You interested in heavy-duty cargo machinery?
Cops have such a good sense of humor normally. I know, right? I'm trying to be a humorous cop at least. Listen, if I'm going to be a cop, I'm going to be at least an amusing piece of shit.
A motor lorry, also called a camion, on Caillou and neighboring islands. This one looks roughed up enough to be some sort of found rust bucket. Maybe the A6?
Let's see, that a found A6 you got there.
Good eye, my man. Yup, she's an old one, but reliable. Me and her spent a long time together.
Alright, right, I had another question.
Taps his fingers rhythmically against his arm.
Don't be a stranger.
Alright, I'm not gonna beg for money from the traffic hippie. He seems too cool for that. What's that? Also, I love the music for the overworld here. It's really nice. The horns are a nice touch. Bold slogan, Humanox, covers the truck.
An old monument stands in the middle of the traffic island, pointing toward the sea. It looks as if it's been reassembled piece by piece, secured and mounted in the air with the aid of numerous ropes and rods.
It is really surreal. It's really
A
nice.
silver plaque on the statue's pedestal reads, "I am Philip III, the Squanderer, the greatest of the Philippian kings of Revachol, son of Philip II, the opulent, father of Philip IV, the insane."
I see.
As you look up, you notice something about the statue. There are some odd indentations on the king's chest piece.
Sure, let's see what the king did.
Even by the
Yeah!
standards of the Philippian kings, old sumptuous Philip was known for his profligacy. Well, he blew through the whole national treasury, starting the
Oof.
decline of one of the penultimate century's greatest superpowers, the suzerain of Revachol.
Philippe the Insane. What a title, right?
His own maladministration foreshadowed the fall of the monarchy. During the anti-centennial revolution, an end to his family line and the monarchy on the Insulindian Isola.
How did he manage to blow through the entire national treasury?
Stories have it that he had his bedroom converted into a treasure chamber, where he stored unfathomable wealth. Krugerrands, bars of gold, ornate weaponry, armor, and various chalices.
So he wanted a dragon horde.
He called it the Sol Auron. It was obscene. There were whispers he slept on a huge pile of gold-dipped feathers, like some obese dragon, instead of a bed, like a normal person.
Okay, well, I'm glad the game also made the dragon, observation. There's no way that's true.
But wait, you haven't even heard about his fabled cocaine addiction.
The what now?
You see, old Philippe wasn't just good at squandering the national treasury on gold and ceremonial weaponry. He was also a prodigious snorter of nose candy.
I see. Reminds me of Callus and his opulence. A little bit, yeah. That's a lot of process.
His Majesty's courtiers said it helped him connect with the higher realms.
Yeah, I'm sure it did. He's addicted to nose candy, a bloated
That's what
druggie.
the revolutionaries said 150 years later. Right
Space
before the
Demon,
internet
thank you very much for the follow.
Elysium,
Welcome to my
and
lair. I
His
hope you enjoy your
Majesty's
time here.
remains in the Insulindian Bay.
Yeah, you know what? That's fair.
Beneath the cold waters of the Insulindian Bay, thrown there by the revolutionaries after they cleaned out the royal mausoleum.
So what happened to the statue?
The original was blown apart by communards.
I like
and
following
further
funny
damaged
VTubers.
during the
Aw,
reign
thank
of
you.
the
I do my
nations
best.
during
How's
the
your day
20th
today? I
century,
hope it's going well.
when Martinez was leveled. Most historians think the coalition's hasty landing may have ultimately saved the statue. If the communards had more time, they would have reduced it up to even finer pieces.
Fair.
Some years ago, a group of liberal, artistically inclined individuals, designers mostly, thought it would be ironic to restore the statue of the most wasteful ruler of Revachol in the poorest part of the city.
I mean, you know, I get the thought. However, I don't think that sends the message that you want it to send.
The statue is supposed to capture the moment it was blown apart, like an instant frozen in time. A rare butterfly trapped in amber.
Oh,
floating
okay.
on its
So,
way.
okay, that makes much more sense. I still don't necessarily think that it conveys the idea that they want it to convey, but I get the thought. I get the vibe. Yeah, sure. You know what? Our guy's gonna enjoy it. I think he would find it funny.
People in Montana
Yeah, it's supposed
tend
to look
disagree,
like that.
as do many prominent art critics and thought leaders with more nuanced social awareness than the young ironists.
I mean, I'm pretty sure our hobocop here has has a depth of nuance equivalent to a puddle, but yeah.
Those critics might have it wrong, though. There's more to it than just ironism, but you can't say what precisely. Perhaps this art mystery will be solved at a later time. Philip III, the Squanderer, however, with his bronze face up in the air, doesn't seem concerned about what the hoi polloi in death. Not that he ever did in life either.
Yeah, fair. What annotations? What do I see?
Something with great kinetic energy seems to have impacted the cuirass, around where the heart is. A bullet? Someone shot him in the heart.
Ooh.
Interesting.
Lieutenant, has someone shot the king?
Okay, I can't see it, but I take your word for it.
What do you think?
Well, Martinez is riddled with bullet holes. This place saw a lot of action during the revolution.
Fair.
But the statue is recently renovated, so maybe a joke? Target practice or a political statement?
Probably political. Because, I mean, with the angle that he is at, you would have, in order to shoot him in the heart at that sort of angle, like, you would have to be really high up and shooting, like, down at somebody. And given that, this, like, all of this has been going on for so long, I feel like it was probably intentional. It's probably political. He's a king and he's shot.
Why not? What this shows us is guns aren't too uncommon here, and people still shoot them, sometimes at kings.
The king stands high above you, surveying the bay.
Okay. Let's see, what else? Ooh. An unattended truck. What can I find? Yes, gimme. Hello, person.
The small, wrinkled woman does not greet you. She nods along to something on her radio. A photograph is clutched in her hands, and there is a warm smile on her face.
Just playing the new session on Call of Duty. I see. How's that going? How are you enjoying it?
The photo, an ambrotype from the turn of the century, as golden as her smile.
Excuse me, ma'am. I'd like to ask some questions.
No response. Wherever this woman is, your words fail to reach her.
I'm not going to snap my fingers in front of her face. That's a fucked up thing to do. Like, that is such a rude way to get people's attention. Foreign car kept in good condition. I can't talk to you. Lori's probably stored fuel here. Now they store booze. Okay, so this is the barricade. That is a big dude.
Bastards! We have a right to work.
Oh, he's a scab. The man yells towards the harbor gates. His voice is the loudest of the lot, and oddly screechy for a man his size. I am the law.
Hold up and stay frosty, everyone. Cops are here.
The broad-shouldered alpha male turns to you. He's a full head taller than everybody else here. Yeah, like twice my width. Scab! Indeed.
You here to fuck with us? Beat the honest worker down.
No.
Good. We're fighting for a cause here. Right to work! Right to work!
Ugh. As somebody who's absolutely gotten fucked over by right to work laws in states, I fucking hate that phrase.
Besides, we're not that different. It helps if people see us talking, cops and strikebreakers together. Shows authorities are on our side. Builds confidence.
I don't think I've chosen any sides yet. I mean, 100% I'm on the side of the union in this case, but...
Might be time. Don't let the fat bastards tread on you. Cops tend to side with the higher-ups, but you're essentially still workers.
Ew, indeed.
I don't trust cops, but I can see you understand the right to work! Right to work!
Huh. Regardless, I have some questions for you.
Ask them the questions, like why we're not allowed to make a living here. Shame on you! We have families to feed, you piece of shit.
He points his finger at the man sitting on the railing.
So do we, Scott.
I love how his name is literally just call me mañana. Just what exactly is your goal here?
We were promised work. We'd be in there, working, if the bastards hadn't shut the gates.
Okay, I want to discuss something
The
else.
physically impressive man tower has turned his attention back to the gates. He ignores your presence.
Mañana, what a great name. Indeed. Alright, I'm just going to leave now. I don't think I'm going to get much from him. See if I can talk to the guy who's, okay, there's Mañana. Let's investigate this first, though. Man tower. Says GRIH. Well, I mean, I got that.
Scott?
Asks the man with jolly eyes, tilting his head.
You're hazy on the notion of a scab.
Oh no, I know what a scab is.
Though. Maybe it's got something to do with the flask he reaches for from time to time.
I'm not a scab, I'm a cop.
I was just messing with you. No one's ever seen a cop scab. Imagine, you cops going on a strike, but then another cop comes in and says, let us cop for less money.
He chuckles and then
Speaking of,
realizes.
what brings the RCM here? To the wild north? Come to see the strife?
I need to know what's beyond these gates. I'm exploring. I've come to Martinez investigating a murder.
Murder, huh? That sounds like a lot of hard work. You'd never see me investigating a murder.
Whisper, I have no idea what I'm doing.
That's okay. I have no idea what I'm doing either. I don't even know what day it is. Don't tell me. It's a better day that way.
I like this guy. I'm exploring, indeed. You gotta explore. It's important. It's enrichment within my enclosure. The enclosure being the city. What's the strike about?
You know, serious business. I'm sure the big boss will be glad to tell you. You'll have to ask him first.
He's a chatty guy. Wants to talk about the strike too. Just can't break the command structure and tell you now.
Yeah, no, that's fair. You go behind these gates. I'm exploring.
My friend, I respect the right to roam. The open range awaits.
Gazes over the roundabout with a glint of longing. Does this mean you can let me through the gate?
I don't operate in that capacity. I'm not a granter of passage.
I'm tired of tryhards. Oh, so fair though. It's actually why I don't play a lot of PvP games myself. There's just too many people who get, like, way too, like, hard into things. And just to end up playing, like, so toxically.
If it's all so simple, why don't the strike...
Hell, I actually, was streaming the Grand Fest for Splatoon. Splatoon, of all things. You know, the children's shooting game from Nintendo, where you're just trying to put ink everywhere. And I had a tryhard in my chat trying to fucking heckle me. It didn't go well for them. But, like, can you imagine getting so pressed about a game? Yeah, like, you're not playing for a million. You're not playing for esports, buddy. Splatoon can get toxic as fuck. Oh yeah, I have no doubt about that. So I'm glad it doesn't have, like, voice chat natively, because I don't want to hear that. Frankly. And hell, I'm not above getting upset at a game. Everybody can get upset at a game from time to time, and thank you very much for liking the live, Space Demon. I appreciate you. But yeah, no, like, people get frustrated, right? Like, I'm not above it. I'm not going to judge anybody who has it happen. However, I am going to have a problem with you if you take it out on the other people. And I am going to have a problem with you if you just decide to be scummy about it, too. Like, it's a whole thing. Actually, what's really funny is the person who was trying to heckle me about Splatoon. They actually had the audacity, while like me and everybody I was in a call with were just, honestly, we turned them into content. We just made fun of them the entire time because if you're gonna be here, you're gonna fuck around, you're gonna find out, right? They had the audacity to try to follow me after that. And I ended up blocking them after the live because no, I don't want that kind of attitude in my chat. No, thank you. Like, I'm gonna laugh at you and turn you into content if you're gonna be toxic like that in my chat. Like, you're going to become my amusement, but that does not mean that you are welcome in this space. Haha, no. Let's see, if it's also simple, why don't the strikebreakers just go up the stairs? That's simple, I just walk in.
Aye. Walk right past Measurehead and go in.
Past Measurehead?
Yeah, the 2.5-meter tall Semini supremacist there. Walk right past him.
Uh-huh.
Then press the button to unlock the door.
Uh-huh.
Then go past him again.
Okay.
You enter the arbor through the office. Stop.
So you're saying it's actually quite difficult?
Don't worry, I'm sure it's not completely impossible. For example, you could best Measurehead in a physical confrontation.
You know, I think I'd rather just try to talk my way past, frankly. I mean, and I don't really want to help the strikebreakers either. Like, fuck the scabs. But...
Or you could convert to a Semini supremacist worldview. Or... maybe it actually is completely impossible.
Have any of the scabs tried converting to his worldview?
Jean-Luc himself would say the philosophy has proven overly heroic for the scabs to convert to. Not enough intuition.
Uh-huh. Got it.
Sure.
Nice talk. Let's get going. You know, I may be a hobocop, but I'm not, like, bothering people, random-ass people for money. Especially not, you know, people on strike. The Greater Revachol Industrial Harbor. Okay, cool. So I can talk to him.
Nobody betrays your degeneracy.
Do what?
Yeah, Measurehead. His body totally betrays his degeneracy.
Oh, what do you mean by that?
You have succumbed to Al-Ghul. You reek of it. An invisible sword of Al-Ghul emerges from your throat. You cannot see it, but others can.
Alcohol?
It is making the woman in my company sick.
Does he mean alcohol? You're right. I'm an alcoholic. Now I need to enter the harbor.
No, you don't. You need to get another drink. Occidental Haplogroup B4 is done giving orders.
Wow!
The influence of the ham sandwich race is waning.
Wow! I'm trying to get into D&D and play Baldur's Gate 3. Hey, let's go! Highly recommend. Well, D&D less so now because of the bullshit that Wizards of the Coast has been pulling. But I've been playing D&D for about 25 years. I highly recommend it. It's very fun. Especially if you play like older versions of 5th edition to get started. Baldur's Gate is also an absolute blast. Again, someone reminds me that I haven't finished Baldur's Gate 3. I mean, you know, to be fair, there's a lot of people who haven't finished it. A lot of people will like just get so caught up in stuff in Act 1 or like get close to finishing it and then make a new character to go see all the other stuff that they haven't found yet or all the dialogue trees they didn't get to do. It's a thing. I already have a race I'm picking. Very nice. What are you going with?
Begging for help. Attempting to pass fear for cooperation. how far the Occidental haplogroup has fallen. You were once a noble and powerful.
Dragonborn, very nice. My saddest moment in my life is when I found out that my toaster is water. Oh, is waterproof. Oh, buddy. Honey. She gets some professional help for that one. But no, Dragonborn are a lot of fun. They can do some really ridiculous things, and it's actually really fun to mess around with. Also, just playing a big buff lizard is great. The fuck is that accent? That's a good question. I have no idea.
You gave the world eugenics, electricity, and powerful weapons of war like missiles and aerostatic aircraft. You made great gains in metallurgy, race theory, and statecraft.
They can be waterproof? No. But they do typically have fuses inside of them that will actually, like, break the electrical circuit if, like, a surge is detected, or a short. Actually, kind of similar to, the outlets that you have in your bathroom. They have protective fuses in them, specifically to prevent people from doing things like that or accidentally electrocuting themselves by getting water into an electronic. And you'll have the same type of outlets in your kitchen as well for the same reasons. Put forks and outlets, and you talk like Locke does. Gains in metallurgy. My guy. No. Eugenics is not a good thing. No!
You dominated lesser cultures, like the deformed Hemians and the inexplicably potato-obsessed Quakers.
Sir!
Now your ascent
No!
to the genetic summit has halted.
No!
With sadness and with frivolous pop culture.
Thank you for the follow, Jar of Dirt. Welcome to my lair. I hope you enjoy your time here.
You will be superseded. Isn't that right, babe?
It is, baby, yeah. You know it.
Is it meant to put a fork in the out? Please do not! Do not the fork!
There is a button right behind him, just out of reach. It must be the one that opens the door to the harbor.
Sure. You know what? I wonder if agreeing with him will just let me get past.
Enough with this begging. You should leave the stage of history with dignity by inviting the other races.
No! Absolutely not! The fuck? Yes, I'm going to take your forks, Milo. If you choose to do things like that. Absolutely not!
Bring your troops to the Seminine Islands and to Boogie Street, and we will pulverize you. When you are gone, we will build a museum for you. The walls will be lined with bottles of Al Ghul, your beloved beverage. Inside, we will store the odes to homosexuality you call.
Are people trying to put forks and outlets? Yeah, Milo and one of the people in my TikTok chat.
There may be a peaceful solution to this. You could internalize Meshehet's race theory. He would take you as one of his own.
Wouldn't that mean I would become a somebody's supremacist myself?
Well, not as such. What you do with the mastery of advanced race theory is up to you. You could reject the findings, sure, or accept them and become an advanced racist.
Oh no. Oh, I don't want to show him the racist mug. I feel like that's not going to go over well. And I may end up getting dead again. Yes, in fact, I did already take the forks away from Milo. I hate this. I hate all of this. You serve the Union, don't you? Aren't they white?
Don't be vulgar. White or not has got little to do with this. The race enigma runs much deeper than that.
He turns his eyes towards the harbor, seemingly bored with you. Yeah, but you still serve them. How does that factor into your life?
Mr. Clare is a man of vision and means. He has the will to confront polycultural capital. Something your race, naivistic communists, never did. Also, to serve is noble. It takes discipline. Your petulant individualism has only contributed to your race failure. It is lax and moronic.
Communism is pretty cool.
Idiotic communism is the single greatest contributor to your race.
Bruh.
Everywhere around you.
What the fuck?
Fruits of its failure to challenge the world order. Individualism, rock and roll music, sexually transmitted diseases.
What? I'm sorry, what? Where the fuck did you get that from, buddy?
Above all, rampant multinational finance still reigning large. Tell me, where have you gotten your love of pathetic communism from? Degenerate youth culture? Rock and roll music?
The way this guy's talk is making my head... I don't blame you. Youth culture does not affect my thinking. I got it from disco, actually.
Offshoots of the Seminoles people invented disco while having sex under the influence of cocaine. It is a shame upon my race. But what is done is done. I am not surprised you enjoy it so much. This has happened to many of the side products of the inevitable cultural victory of the Seminoles race.
Okay, I'll ask. We're the Seminoles.
South Island race. Haplogroup A4A. We are the rightful masters of the Insulindian archipelago. We descend from the Areopagites of ancient Pericarnassus and arrived here 4,000 years ago. Millennia before you. We are the future. That is all you need to know.
So were you born and raised on the islands before you moved to Revachol?
I am a descendant.
How are you doing today, Renette? I'm doing great, other than this guy making me feel like I'm gonna have a fucking aneurysm. How are you doing?
Ile de Fantôme, waiting on immaculate conception from the pay.
So you did not come from the islands?
No. I have heard about it on the radio.
So you're not really Seminoles, you're just from Revachol.
I'm from Couronne. And no, it is not just in Revachol. The city is central to the Seminoles strategy. Spreading through its trade networks, our culture will dominate the world. You have heard enough about our phylogenetic secrets for today. You have extinction to come to terms with, and never getting into the harbor.
Cam, what do you think about this?
I don't think anything about this. We are wasting our time having this conversation.
Yeah, you're probably not wrong, buddy.
Your pedomorphic friend is right.
What?
You should leave here with your tail between your legs, contemplating race extinction. I am an immovable obstacle.
Can I level up anything? I would like to level up my physique. No, I cannot. I am so close, though. I feel like if I try to knock him out and I fail, he's gonna kill me. Oh. I didn't know I could do that while in a conversation. That's good to know. Should I try to knock him out, chat? I'm kind of tempted to, but I'm also pretty sure he is going to, like, actually fucking kill me. But should I try? Violence. I don't know why I asked. Of course y'all would choose violence. Let's see how well this goes. Did it work? Nope. Yep.
How did this happen? Your little fist is in his giant hand, and he's squeezing it. It hurts.
You must be out of your mind, degenerate drunk. Say it. I am a degenerate alcoholic.
Fuck you!
Your fist cracks in his head like an apple. Pain shoots up into your brain as he's twisting it more and more.
The words to the song have changed. Say, I am a violent drunk.
I won't fucking say anything! Nope. Did I die?
You feel something in your chest.
I'm having a heart attack from getting my fist crushed.
Spreading to your left arm.
Just a heartburn!
No. It's many years of combined self-neglect and There's no shame in surrendering now. We all do. It gets so dark. You don't. Cop suffers final a detective lieutenant of the...
Alright, well... Fuck me, I guess. Oh god. Okay, my autosave is all the way back here. I'm gonna have to talk to them again. Oh. Can I not? Yes. Sorry. Can I? Okay, I can't pick up whatever this is down there. Alright, I'm gonna have to talk to you again. So I want to make sure that any flags that I set by talking to these people get set again.
We have a... Hold on. You here to fuck with us? Beat the honest worker down. Good. Besides, we're not that... Might be time. I don't trust cops. But I can see you understand. Maybe you should... We have famine.
So do we, Scott.
We were promised work. We'd be in there. Main gate's locked. Would take heavy ordnance to bust it up. And I don't mean the scrawny mess punk either. I mean head measurer. Or whatever he is.
I considered storming in.
Why don't you go arrest them instead?
I'm
sure they've done plenty of criminal shit. They have that look.
Fuck you mean by that?
It would be better for the neighborhood if you went home. At least for now. If you can't get in anyway.
No! They will give up eventually. Or get drunk. Leave the button unguarded. Then we charge.
Yeah, we just... God!
Scott?
So many of these people are just awful.
You're hazy on the notion of a scab. Smells like politics, though. Maybe it's got something to do with the flask he reaches for.
I was just messing with you. Imagine. You cops going
Alright, so let's continue back through the dialogue tree since I have met my unfortunate demise. Being too violent for my own good.
Murder, huh? That sounds like a lot of hard work. You never... That's okay. I have no idea. My friend, I don't operate it.
If it's so simple.
Yeah, then press the... Then go past him, and you enter the arbor through the office. Stop. Don't worry, I'm sure. Or you could convert to his Seminese supremacist worldview. Jean-Luc himself would say, sure.
Okay.
You know, Serious business.
He's a chatty guy.
Gonna dip, got some Destiny 2 to catch up on. Understandable. Have a wonderful rest of your evening, Milo. Time for another heart attack. Listen, I already had it happen. I'm gonna try not to have it happen a third time. Emphasis on try.
Yeah, Measurehead. His body totally betrays his degeneracy.
That is precisely the negligence that has led you. You reek of it. Invisible sword of Al-Ghul emerges from your throat. No, you don't. You begging for help. You gave.
Oh my god, no, I am not listening to your fucking rant again.
There is a button right behind him, just out of reach. It must be the one that opens it.
Okay, you know what? Nah, I don't want to listen to all of that again. We're just gonna leave. It didn't help me much anyway. Let's see about this. Case of strike, press button behind guard. I see. Medically sealed door locked by electronic means. There's no lock picking or door kicking this one yet. I figured. Thanks. So what's this over here? Sure. That says something. I don't know what it is. Oh, there's a person in here. Hello.
Welcome to Frit. Feel free to look around or something.
All right then.
Everything is out on the shelves.
What's that magazine she's reading?
Before we go on, what is this, Frit?
I don't know. Frit?
And what is Frit?
A 7 to 11 grocery store.
Haha. Why is it written with 3 T's?
I think they think that the extra T makes it funkier. It doesn't.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
The story goes that normal Fritta, with 2 T's, a men's workwear shop in Vredefort, was already taken. So when Fritta Retail Inc. grew into a multinational corporation, they had to add an extra letter to avoid trademark infringement.
Wouldn't that still cause trademark infringement because then it would still cause market confusion? I'm pretty sure that's a pretty easy argument to make for that.
You mean this?
She looks at the cover boasting a colorful photo of 2 girls kissing.
This is Pop Stars. It's got, like, famous people in it. It's not for sale.
Looks like it also has something called Police de la Mode, featured on page 34. This speaks to you.
Forget about all that. What is this fashion police feature?
It's where they rate different outfits famous people wear. It's kind of funny. They're kind of mean. It's about who's the most stylish.
Let's see. So who's the most stylish in there? It can't be anyone from here.
Benita. She's a model. Usually it's a model. Or a singer-songwriter. Or a model.
So a model. Got it.
We are not the fashion police. We're the real police.
Can be both? There is nothing stopping me. If I can be a hobo and a cop, I can be a fashion police alongside being a regular police. Nothing stopping me.
Okay. I'm not really supposed to be chatting to anyone, but...
Can you tell me anything about the dead body?
I don't really know anything. I mean, I know it's there, but I haven't seen it, so...
Do you know the man who died?
Not really.
I mean, you knew him a little.
No. I didn't know him at all.
How long has it been there?
I don't know, really long.
What do you think happened?
I don't know.
No need to worry. It's just standard procedure for us to ask around. If you hear anything, let us know, okay?
Okay.
Thank you for your help. You tell me anything about this reality we're in.
You mean, what reality? Economic reality, or...?
Oh. Hey! We've gotten the hobocop. Beautiful. Love that for us.
She is like a student unexpectedly called upon by a teacher. Can she answer the classroom question?
Yes, tell me about the economic reality.
I don't really know anything. I mean, I'm 15.
15 is an excellent time to learn about the economic reality.
Yeah, that's why I'm working my arse off in Frit. So I guess, like, that's economic.
What about the physical reality then?
I don't know. What about it?
The coalition? What's that? Someone told me there is one.
Our government? Or do you mean something else? Sorry, I really need to finish this article.
Where are we?
We're in Frit?
No, I mean, where are we on a larger scale?
As mankind, or as a nation, or...
What will her essay prompt be?
As a mankind!
In a good place.
She rubs her face, thinking.
I mean, science is doing great, and this radio computer thing seems to be kinda big. I don't know.
She shrugs and then folds her magazine back. What time is it?
I don't know. Look at the clock. It's right behind you on the wall.
The clock shows the time at 10:09. The hands seem to be still. It's apparent the clock doesn't work.
Indeed, because it is almost 2 in the afternoon, in-game. Oh, I just realized I'm kind of covering that, but we do have a clock.
Demands democracy.
What about the one we had here in Revachol?
Yeah, it happened like 50 years ago or so. Sorry, I'm not very good at this. At history, I mean.
Alright, I won't bother you with the nonsense anymore. She seems happy to return to her reading.
Hobocop.
What is that art?
Technically, you wouldn't be a cop anymore, but a hobo. That would mean game over for the cop chapter of your adventures. But who knows where the hobo part takes you? To the bar? The old L'Assommoir? To the pier or the sewers? To Le Royaume, where for 300 years they interred the dead. You could plunder royalist crypts for long-forgotten triple malt bourbon, then fight the Aramakan beast that lurks the bottommost sepulchres. The secrets of the city are all yours at last.
It's fine. I can be a hobo and a cop. Let's see. Reveals extra special collector's edition rare bottles on the map. Nice. More money from... Oh, tear bottles on the map. More money from selling tear. Learning cap for shivers raised to 6. Fantastic. Yellow roses, dozens of them. Tulips too. Oh, and I can start internalizing Mazovian socioeconomics. Okay. What's here?
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says 1 bottle equals 10 cents.
Let's insert my
Your
bottle so
bottles
far.
turn into the machine, and the money appears with a satisfying jingle. You're a richer man now. You're 100%
Not by much.
sure you got special hobocop money for that tear. At least 100% extra tear money. If the numbers on the machine told you otherwise, it's a lie.
Yeah, extra special hobocop money. Beautiful. Okay. It's over here. Jump Jams, popular music mag. Elysium magazine, most able-bodied men. This issue hosts a top 10 list. Magnesium. I do like magnesium. I should probably heal my health too. Whirling in rags. I don't really need to go back in there right now. Goods from Lori haphazardly litter the surroundings. Ugh. May have to talk to the union folk when they come into the Whirling in Rags later. Ancient fountain. It doesn't pump water anymore. There's a tree in it. Yeah, I see that. What's that? Nomsified. +1 health. Sure. Roy's Pawn Shop. Fast cash for faster times. Person there along with a box. Waterlock out of order until Wednesday, 7:15 a.m. Got it. I don't even know what today is. Butter sign down.
G'day to you, officers.
A burly man hangs out by the waterlock, carving up a generous serving of salami with an old hunter's knife. His eyes are fixed on a man stranded on the other side of the waterlock and on an enormous billboard that has fallen down into the canal between them.
First things first, what are you doing here, man on the waterlock?
My friend Barry the Butcher is stuck on the other side of the waterlock. I'm keeping him company and eating his salami.
Valid.
From the corner of your eye, you see a man in a yellow shirt and grey overalls waving at you from across the canal. He seems disappointed about the wreckage on the waterlock and the salami.
Fair.
Very good stuff. Anything I can do for you, officer?
Do you know what caused this wreckage?
I wasn't here to witness it, but those look like tire tracks on that sign. Weird, huh? Then again, plenty of daredevil drivers in Rivershell. Too bad it also takes a year and a day to repair anything around here. Especially a waterlock. The rest of the coast is closed off till then.
Oof. You know what's further down the coast?
Well, there's the fishing village, an abandoned fish market, a bizarro church.
Ooh.
Not much use to the congregation, though. There always seems to be something wrong with it.
Okay, making a note of that. I want to go check that out.
Yeah, not really much else. Just bombed out ruins.
Can I have some of that salami?
Sure thing.
Yeah! Free food!
It is salty. It is savory. It is chewy. The hangover only makes the salami more tasty.
Nice.
Want some too, officer?
Why not?
Lieutenant ponders for a moment, then decides to go for it. He takes a slice of salami from the man and chews it. Hell yeah. I got me and Kim a snack.
A couple of indicator lights are missing from this control panel. Loose wires dangle from the now vacant holes. In the middle is a lever. Beneath it, a small metal plaque. This panel usually closes the waterlock, turning it into a bridge that lets you cross the canal.
Oh, makes sense.
But there's a crashed salmon butter sign in the way. Pulling the lever probably won't do anything.
Let's pull it!
You pull the lever all the way up until the metal clicks against the contact pins. You hear a soft clunk. Then, nothing happens.
Alright, I'll release the lever.
The spring brings the lever back to its original position. You still need to close the waterlock to get across the canal. Some other way. Wasn't there a sign over there saying functionality will be restored on Wednesday morning?
Indeed. Which, depending on what day of the week it already is, that poor bastard over there might be waiting a while. Ooh, some gloves. Oh, wrong thing. I don't have gloves on currently. Now I do. I do love that they actually show up, on our guy here. Bust of a woman, the plaque simply says DEI. In the dark, a film projector is whirring away. Some kind of machine, an antique cash register. Mostly military wear, a few more eccentric fashions thrown in.
A typical Martinez streetlight sits among assorted floor and table lamps.
That is a massive street lamp. Is that a street light?
Yes, officer. As you see,
Oh,
it's in perfect
there's a guy in here.
order.
His manner is casual, but his speech is careful, measured. He wants you to know that he has nothing to hide.
Where'd you get it?
It was brought to me to be altered.
We are not here to investigate the theft of city property.
He leans in so the pawnbroker doesn't hear him. I mean, yeah, fair. Also, Artistic Boy, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to my lair. I hope you enjoy your time here.
It's rather clever what he's done with it.
Yeah, fair enough. Ah, there he is. Hello,
If you
dude.
don't mind, please put the flashlight away. Some of us have photonic sensitivity.
Photonic sensitivity is not generally acknowledged by the medical establishment.
It should be. I too do not like bright lights. No, this is my thing. Nah, sorry about that.
I do appreciate it.
Alright, that's fine. I can undo this real quick and then talk to him.
It's not often that I see officers from the RCM in my pawn shop.
The man at the counter turns to you slowly.
His courtesy is not insincere, but he prefers being alone with his projector, just watching the movement of light across the walls of the shop.
Let's see. Well, now that the RCM is here, tell me, have you had any trouble lately?
I haven't had any problems myself, though some of my customers have complained about inconsistent law enforcement.
Who are your customers usually?
All kinds of people come through here. Locals, travelers, people looking for a deal, people looking for a keepsake. People who are terminally bored.
Yeah, fair.
As you can see, I have a wide selection of goods for everyone to choose from.
Quite the collection indeed.
Keeps me entertained.
His attention is drawn once more to the play of light and shadow on the walls behind you.
He might be high. If he is, on what?
Let's see.
Feeling warm and enthralled by the movement of light, while the mind continues to race forward. Lucky bastard. He's probably on Pyrrolidon. It's tough to come by on the street.
What's Pyrrolidon?
A drug developed by the military to treat and prevent radiation sickness. It has psychedelic side effects, and it makes your eyes turn yellow.
Might explain why he's wearing the sunglasses, so that way any sort of telltale sign like that isn't seen. So, where does the man get Pyrrolidon these days? No judgment, just curious. I probably did loads of it before I lost my memory.
I've had to take it, you know, since the People's Pile cleanup. I was with the Emergency Relief Brigade.
I see.
He's taken for mental and emotional, not physical pain these days.
People's Pile? What's that?
A bad idea. Some poor leftist built a particle decay generator in hopes of bringing affordable electricity to underserved communities. It malfunctioned.
Oh.
Radioactive waste everywhere. Probably some of it in you, too.
I mean, I've already got microplastics in me. There's a certain point at which it can't really get much worse.
Impulse Pile was a Type U particle decay generator that failed immediately after entering service, releasing radioactive waste into River Esperance.
Ooh. Oof. That's rough, actually.
Construction began during the Commune of Revachol. The people continued work on it after the Commune fell. They wanted a cheap source of energy for Revachol West.
Yeah, that's fair.
Needless to say, things didn't work out.
Yeah, no shit.
The emergency valve defect resulted in steam pressure blowing the turbine, taking the fuel containment vessel up in the explosion. Both the faulty design and lack of finances contributed to the catastrophe.
Oh, that's awful. And that's why you gotta make sure you have redundancy. So that way if something is defective, you have other things covering the same problem. Because if one part is defective, you have less of a chance of other parts also being defective if you have multiple redundancies. Tell me more about this emergency relief brigade you were part of.
We were an all-volunteer force, self-organized. Tried to help the fire brigades contain the spill.
On the patch, gamma radiation lines crossed with a red drop of blood.
I lived by the river since I was a small boy. The Esperance. Didn't have the heart to let it all go to shit without trying to do something to help out.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
There wasn't much the volunteer force could do, however. We wasted years in the river mud. Years getting sick.
Must have been tough, radioactive cleanup.
There's a reason why everyone's tried to forget any of it ever happened. And why no one has tried to repair or replace the pile.
Yeah, that's fair.
So much disappointment. An early death. Cancer mostly. And we knew all that was coming even as we were cleaning up as best we could.
Yeah.
No one's. Everyone's.
He sighs and shakes his head.
So much bitterness.
Yeah, understandably.
People built themselves a primitive nuclear reactor, hoping for the best. What do you think is going to happen? I like the theory more than the story.
Bucketsine, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to my lair. I hope you enjoy your time here.
Yeah, you gotta get in on those vortices, my man.
Alright, something I'd like to sell. Let's see if I can get rid of the fucking mug. Let me check my pockets.
Anything else you're thinking of selling?
Oh, no, I don't wanna sell those. I actually don't have anything to sell at the moment. By the way, do you happen to have any guns like the ones carried by the officers of the Citizens Militia?
Someone else came here earlier today asking the same question. I promptly sold her the gun you pawned a couple days back.
What do you mean? What do you mean? I did... Oh no.
This is a pawn shop, and it did feel as if you've met before. Oh God.
Oh God, indeed.
The lieutenant shifts from one foot to another. Alert.
Wait, I sold you my gun?
You were adamant about getting rid of it, officer. Said you were undeserving of a service weapon of the Revachol Citizens Militia.
Huh?
And I don't like keeping guns around the shop for long. Off the charts photon emissions. The unhealthy kind.
Fuck you mean? Is the buyer a policeman too?
She didn't seem like a policeman. Although she kept referring to herself as a pig. Which was odd. I found her interest in the gun a bit obsessive. But I was just happy to get rid of it. And of her.
I wonder if the lady that was so furtive on the phone, is the person.
Told, she was terrifying.
Right, so let me get this right. You sold your sidearm issued by the Citizens Militia, and now a civilian is running around the streets of Martinez with it?
I don't like it either.
You're right that she could cast aspersions on the force. We have to find her.
Alright, any idea where I can find the spire?
My apologies, officer, but I have no idea where she was coming from or where she went.
Shit. That's not helpful, sir.
A needle in a haystack. There is nothing you can do about it now. You just have to hope you luck upon her somehow.
Indeed, but I don't like that. My guy. Like, I knew he was irresponsible, but goddamn. Well, at least I know how I lost it. Let's talk about something else. Maybe able to aid our investigation.
I doubt it, but I can try and answer any questions you may have.
Do you know anything about the recent
I
hanging?
do my best to keep my distance from all manner of butchery. Bad for business. Bad for everyone.
He doesn't know anything.
Alright, well, that's all I got for now.
Is already fixed on the dancing colors.
Alright. Well, shit. Wasn't as helpful as I hoped it would be.
Boxes on the shelf look well loved and well traveled. Chipped, dented, they stare at you with the unblinking eyes of their tape reels.
Stand on the tips of your toes to
One
see more.
especially catches your eye. Deep gold and amber plastic with a big old handle on top.
Ooh.
A classic boombox that says Stereo 8 approved. Just make sure it works before you buy it.
Well, yeah, obviously. You know what? I'll come back to that if I need that later. I only have, like, $5 at the moment. I know I don't have the money for that.
Some on horseback, others in rags, others yet in bright blue uniforms. All are stern and unyielding in their duty.
Sure, let's see if we can dig up a truly cool figure.
Why? What's this? A headless man riding a horse? A headless man wearing futuristic tracksuit trousers that say found.
What's this?
Oh, that's the Headless Phone Rider.
Whomst?
The Headless Phone Rider. It's an urban legend about a man who rides the streets of Revachol sporting a fawn tracksuit. As you see, he's missing his head.
Aha.
50 cents. Bargain price. I'll throw in the tiny cap too. I think he's looking for it, or something. That part of the story has many interpretations.
He lost his cap when he lost his head. Perhaps he's looking for the head.
Indeed. Sure, I'll, why not?
Did I mention that this figurine is supposed to be lucky? Always carry it with you.
Sure, cool. It's actually kind of neat. Let's see. Alright, now I can actually up one of my points, which would be super helpful. Okay. Shivers, I think, is probably pretty good to get. Half-light is intimidation. Yeah, no, not Party Planet. We are not doing Party Planet. Physical instrument wouldn't be bad either, honestly, especially given how prone our poor bastard is to heart attacks. Think we'll take that. It's not much, but hopefully that'll make him a little bit more, durable. Maybe. Okay. Wait, did I already check this? Apparently not. Mine now. There's a thing here. What are you? Plastic wrap macaroni stamped with humanitarian aid. Says humanitarian aid tuna fish, not for resale.
There are clothes inside. Cheap second-hand clothes, smelling of strangers' body odors.
Oh, they're not even washed.
Don't be shy. These are premium class clothes. Good quality fabrics, best retro design. Save the economy with your style, officer.
Save the economy? That sounds off.
What are you talking about?
Haven't you heard, officer? We've got to be economically conscious. Recycle your cash, keep it in circulation. Don't buy new things. Buy eco.
Okay. Why exactly does the economy need saving?
Look around, officer. You see all these premium goods just sitting there, not getting bought? We've got to keep the flow of goods moving.
Aha.
Is this really the economy we want to leave to our children?
Save mother economy. No. Look, man, I just want to buy some clothes.
Good, officer. That's exactly what the economy wants you to do.
Aha. Sure, let's see what we've got.
In tattered and faded garments, made from weird polyester blends that make your body itch and sweat in all the wrong places.
Oh, that sounds awful. No, thank you.
The box smells like cat piss, or like an old person with no money.
Economical, but also trendy. Look firsthand, buy secondhand. Keep the economy moving.
See if there's anything worth salvaging.
No good. All you can come up with are some treated wool pants. You can tell they're too tight around your thighs and too loose around the waist.
Oof. Nope.
No luck? Why not take another look, officer? Keep supporting the economy.
No. No, thank you. Says food gift from the people of Messina. A helpline to the company that controls the drawbridge. Ah. Hot air rises up from the sewer. Sour, acidic, and strangely Ew. Why are you comforted by the poo gas? Oh, it's snowing. Very nice. It was raining earlier.
The worn and beaten wooden planks of the bench do not look overly comforting.
We can sit on benches after we've solved the murder. Let's go.
You can revisit the bench if you ever need to pass the time when Lieutenant Kitsuragi is gone.
Okay, that's good to know. I think I've already checked down there. Oh, I like how, like, the fog rolls in. It seems like the snow cover might have gotten a little bit thicker, actually. Okay. Oh, okay. So I need to try investigating the body again. Kid's still here, fucking throwing rocks at him.
There, he still is. Looking right. The smell is repulsive. It pushes in from your mouth. More instant and more familiar than anything you'd expected. More fever than odor. It fills your mind, flushing you from within.
You know what, that's fine. I'm just gonna let the dude throw up. I did my best to keep him from doing so, but I need to be able to inspect the body. Gross.
You feel a great force ringing from your stomach. Your body curls and pushes it out, burst by burst, until a pool of vomit lies under your feet, and your throat stings from the stomach acid. The smell of Commodore Red rises from the pool. Among it, distilled spirit and bits of shish kebab.
It's okay. Happens to everyone. Keep it.
Thanks.
The hangover is clearly making these worse for you. You could use some ammonia to clear your head.
Alright, well, where do we get ammonia from?
There is Frit nearby, east of the hostel. They usually have a small apothecary. If they don't...
You point to the greenhouse.
There's a greenhouse here, and a gardener with a wheelbarrow on the corner of the whirling in rags. If she works here, she might have something for the smell.
I don't know about that. She did say that she had to stop because of the corpse smell, so I doubt it.
Pretty clever.
Acquiring ammonia will provide a modifier to the white check.
Thanks.
Modifiers make checks easier.
Okay, so I need to go back to Frit. Easy enough. At least I know where that is now. Melancholy pop song plays on the radio.
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs. They all bear the Saint Baptiste Pharmaceutics logo. Their logo is the bloodless rose, pure white, untouched by harm.
Neat.
Just ask me if you need anything from Saint Baptiste. We don't stock prescription meds, but we do have Nosafed, Duramine, Magnesium, and Hypnogamma.
Do you have any ammonia?
Yeah, there's like an ampule somewhere.
Okay, I need some ammonia.
Okay, don't, like, overdo it or something.
Got it. Ooh, a Saint Baptiste.
Saint Baptiste, you know, the pharmaceuticals company.
No, I don't know. I don't know shit.
Saint Baptiste Pharmaceuticals, the one that sells meds out of Saint Baptiste. That one. There.
She is right. Saint Baptiste, the company, derives its name from Saint Baptiste, the city. It's self-so-named because that's what it is. A rare case where that really is the full etymological history.
Fair enough.
As far as almost anyone knows, at least.
Almost anyone. So I could potentially get more information later. Potentially. Okay. I don't need the other stuff right now. I'm actually doing quite good. Let's get my morale back up, because I think puking didn't do so good for it. Alright, let's try that again.
There he still is, looking right through you.
+1 has ammonia.
The body below is entirely
Yeah, it's still not great.
smell. The ammonia only makes it worse. The combination forces tears out of your ducts. You manage to keep it in once. The second time, not so much. When the vomiting is done, your cheeks are wet with tears.
I hate that. The sound effect isn't helpful. Spit and say nothing.
Okay, officer.
Feel the lieutenant pat you on the back. Heavy rhythmic
You're
pats.
facing typhoid here. It's aggravated further by alcohol withdrawal.
Yeah, do without me. I just can't keep it down.
This is a two-man assignment because it needs 2 officers to complete. I need your help.
Draws his hand and looks you in the
need to
eye.
get your shit together.
I'm trying!
We should go talk to the locals. Find something else to do while the wind changes. It's pretty bad right now.
You've gained a thought. When this dialogue is over...
Give it
Thanks,
half an
I already got that.
hour. Get yourself together. Then come back and have another go.
Okay. Volumetric shit compressor. Your shit is apart, and it's rather unbecoming of a cop and a human being. It's supposed to be the opposite of that. Together, compressed in a small area. To achieve a solid level of shit compression, squeeze your butt cheeks together for 30 minutes. Do something similar with 2 hemispheres of your brain. Talk to people. Maybe that'll help. Yeah, this one doesn't seem to have any negatives to internalizing it. So let's go ahead and work on that. So this one takes a while. I already had the -2 visual calculus. Whoop. Okay. But for now, I don't think I'm going to make any more sort of progress on that. Let's see. All right. I think I'll probably be ending here for the moment. Let's see who's online. You know what? I know who we're gonna raid. We're gonna raid Killier. Because, they are currently playing, Dread Delusion. Which, by the way, if you haven't seen Dread Delusion, it is a really cool game, actually. But thank you all so very much for coming by and hanging out, as we have just tried to meander our way around through figuring out what's going on here. We'll get there eventually. I will be back again on Friday playing more of this. Hopefully my brain cells will be in more agreement and we'll be able to make more progress. But until then, like I said, those of you who are on Twitch, I'm going to send you over to Killier. Go give her some love. She's a wonderful being and a pleasure to watch. And until I'm able to see you again, please make sure that you eat something, drink something, take your meds if you need them, and I will be back with you soon. Bye-bye!